This is Jason Taylor, and today I'm doing a video on did Christ abolish the law or did he fulfill the law? Romans chapter 15 verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scripture might have hope. The scripture was given unto us for learning, and not only for learning, but for edification, for exhortation, to comfort us that we may have hope, even in this evil and wicked world that we're living in. Matthew 5:17 says, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. See, modern day Christianity teach that word fulfill means to abolish. So they want to abolish the law just by the word fulfill. But that is far from the truth. Matthew 3:15 says, and Jesus answering, saying unto him, suffer it to be so now, for thus it becometh us to fulfill all righteousness. Then he suffered him. So Christ was talking to John and telling him to suffer it, baptize me. John didn't want to baptize him because he felt like he needed to be baptized of the Messiah. But he said, it becometh us to fulfill the all righteousness. Luke 24:44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you. Watch this. That all things must be fulfilled, which are written in the law of Moses, in the prophets, in the Psalms, concerning me. Now this is dictionary.com concerning the word fulfill. It means to carry out, bring to realization as a prophecy or promise, to perform or do as a duty, obey or follow as commands, to satisfy, requirement, obligation, etc. Watch the fourth one. To bring to an end, finish, or complete as a period of time. 5. To develop the full potential of, usually used reflexively. This is Acts chapter 3, verse 18. But those things which God before had showed by the mouth of all of his prophets, that Christ, watch this, should suffer, he have so fulfilled. See, Christ fulfilled his role as suffering for the sins of Israel. Let's see what the prophets, the law, and Psalms had to say. This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Now, Christ was that prophet that was like unto Moses, who were to deliver the children of Israel. Isaiah 53 in verse 10. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his day, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in it. So Isaiah saw the suffering of Christ. Isaiah 53:1 said, whom report will you believe, and to whom the arm of the Lord is revealed? Because when the Most High revealed Christ's suffering, it was detailed how Christ was to suffer. From there, Psalms 22 and verse 16. For dogs have compassed me, the assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. You see, it can't get no plainer than that. Psalms even reveal Christ's suffering. Let's go back to Matthew 5 and verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. You see, he said, until heaven and earth pass away, not one jot or one tittle of this law shall pass until all be fulfilled. We still have a heaven, we still have an earth. So it cannot be abolished. The law is still in effect. So therefore, we must fulfill the law. There are some things in the law that the Most High wants us to fulfill as being the children of God. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh. Watch this, verse 4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is an enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. Verse 9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. And if Christ be in you, the body is dead because of sin. Watch this. But the Spirit is life because of righteousness. You see, because of righteousness. Verse 4 says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. So we must fulfill our part in righteousness. Watch this. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another, watch this, have fulfilled the law. Verse 9. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. So we must fulfill our part in love. The Most High wants us to love one another. That is fulfilling the law of God. See, the first 4 commandments deal with the love of God. The other 6 deal with the love of man. And if we truly love the Most High, we will obey his command. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. So you see, if you abolish the law, you abolish love. Or if you done away with the law, you done away with love, because the law is love. Well, beloved, that's all the time that I have today. Until next time, God bless.